And a good start by Coleman. Now can he hold off the world champion at 100 meters? No, he can't.
Can the Jamaican do it? Oh, it's so close. But it's Lyles.
As Lyles tries to reel him in. Lyles slightly ahead and looks.
Noah Lyles has shaken the sprint world. In just 1 year, he captured national titles in the 60 meters, 100 meters, and 200 meters, a triple almost no sprinter has achieved. 3 distances, 3 victories, 1 man. His name now stands beside legends like Maurice Greene and Justin Gatlin. But how did he pull this off, and what does it mean for his chase of Usain Bolt's throne? Track and field is unforgiving. Winning even 1 national sprint title marks you as elite, but winning 3 in the span of a year is almost unheard of. Yet, Noah Lyles managed exactly that. In 2024, he became the USA Indoor 60 meters champion. Later that year, he claimed Olympic gold in the 100 meters final in Paris. And in 2025, he stormed the USA Outdoor Championships in Eugene, taking the 200 meters crown with a blazing 19.63 seconds. This sweep demanded explosive starts, raw speed, and strength over the curve, skills that only a handful of Americans have ever mastered. By achieving it, Lyles proved he's not just a 200-meter specialist but a sprinter with full range, and his pursuit is about more than medals. He is building a legacy, one that could place him alongside the greatest sprinter of all time, Usain Bolt. It began indoors. At the 2024 USA Indoor Championships, Lyles faced the 60 meters, the shortest race in elite track. One false move at the start and the race is gone. For years, critics doubted his first 30 meters, saying he lacked sharp acceleration. In Albuquerque, he proved them wrong. Bursting from the blocks, he finished in 6.43 seconds, fast enough for the crown. The win showed he could handle every phase of sprinting, from explosive launches to powerful drives. That title was the first brick in his triple. More importantly, it signaled that Lyles wasn't just preparing for longer sprints, he could dominate the fastest, most unforgiving test in track and field. If the 60 meters tested his start, the 100 meters tested his claim to be the world's fastest man. At the 2024 Paris Olympics, the pressure was enormous. The men's 100 meters final came down to a lean at the line. Lyles stopped the clock at 9.79 seconds, just 0.005 ahead of Jamaica's Kishane Thompson. It was one of the closest Olympic finals ever, and it was historic. Lyles ended a 20-year drought for American men in the event. The last U.S. sprinter to win Olympic 100 meters gold was Justin Gatlin in 2004. This was more than a medal. For years, many labeled Lyles as only a 200 meters runner. With this race, he silenced those doubts. He showed the world that under Olympic lights, against the fiercest rivals, he could deliver. The second piece of his triple was secured, and attention shifted to the distance where he has always been most dangerous, the 200 meters. The 200 meters has always been Noah Lyles' stage. It's the event where his long stride, speed, endurance, and late race drive shine brightest. At the 2025 USA Outdoor Championships in Eugene, he faced rising stars like Lyles Tebogo and Kenny Bednarek. With the pressure on, Lyles stormed the bend and dominated the straight. The clock read 19.63 seconds. Another national crown, and with it, the completion of his triple. This win also added to a deeper legacy. In 2022, he ran 19.31, breaking Michael Johnson's American record of 19.32. That time still makes him the 3rd fastest man in history over the distance, behind only Usain Bolt and Yohan Blake. Eugene wasn't just about defending his event, it was about showing that even with new rivals closing in, Lyles still owns the 200 meters. Every sprinter since 2017 has been compared to Usain Bolt. His 8 Olympic golds and his world records in the 100 meters and 200 meters remain unmatched. For years, no one came close. But Lyles is now seen as the heir. At the 2023 World Championships in Budapest, he swept the 100 meters, 200 meters, and 4 zone 100 meters relay, a feat previously achieved only by Bolt. His American record in the 200 meters, 19.31, is just a step behind Bolt's 19.19 world record. Fans and media call him the next Bolt. Lyles accepts the comparisons but insists on writing his own story. "Medals are nice," he once said. "I want to show people how far they athletes can really go." By conquering all 3 sprint distances, Lyles has shown he can carry expectations once thought to belong only to Bolt. The bigger question, Can he push further at the 2028 Olympics and maybe take down those world records that have stood for over a decade? Noah Lyles isn't only defined by medals, he's also about influence. After his 2023 triple at Worlds, he made headlines by questioning why NBA champions call themselves world champions. World champion of what? He asked. The United States? We are the world.
World champion on their head. World champion of what? The United States?
The remark stirred backlash from NBA stars like Kevin Durant, but also shone a light on how track deserves global recognition. Off the track, Lyles is a creative force. He makes music, paints, and explores fashion. He often speaks about inspiring others to go beyond medals and to reinvent themselves in life. This mix of speed, personality, and boldness has made him one of the most talked about athletes in sport today. His triple sprint crown has only boosted that profile. Lyles' triple sprint title shows more than just speed. It highlights his range, consistency, and composure. He has proven he can dominate in every distance, from the explosive 60 meters to the endurance-driven 200 meters. He has shown the ability to perform across multiple seasons and championships, maintaining excellence year after year. Most importantly, he thrives under pressure, delivering when it matters most, whether on the Olympic stage or at national showdowns. Few sprinters in history have combined all three qualities, which is why this achievement stands out as more than just a set of medals. It is proof of complete dominance across sprinting. With this triple, Noah Lyles has placed himself in rare company. But the future holds even greater challenges. The 2025 Diamond League season is testing him against rising talents like Tebogo, and the 2028 Los Angeles Olympics loom large. By then, Lyles will be 31, still within sprinting prime but facing the toughest rival of all, time. Right now, though, he owns the crown: Olympic 100 meters champion, American 200 meters record holder, and the only man of his generation to sweep 60 meters, 100 meters, and 200 meters titles in a single stretch. Fans are left asking, can he break Bolt's records? Can he build a legacy bigger than medals? One truth is already clear. When the lights are brightest, Noah Lyles delivers. Noah Lyles' triple sprint title isn't just 3 wins, it's a statement. From 60 meters indoors to Olympic 100 meters glory to outdoor 200 meters dominance, he has shown unmatched range. He's more than a 200 meters specialist. He's a complete sprinter, perhaps the closest the world has seen to a new legend since Usain Bolt. So what do you think? Can Noah Lyles keep this momentum, smash records, and cement himself as the fastest man alive? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories from the world of sport.
Amazing. Being able to compete, feeling healthy, going out there and executing no matter what, just being the best athlete I can be, and doing that with a great team around me, with great training partners. Today felt amazing.
Sha'Carri Richardson, the reigning world champion, has stunned fans again, but not for the reasons many expected. After a season of setbacks and off-track headlines, she finally stepped back onto the big stage. The result? Both promising and troubling. She reached the podium, but in a way that left more questions than answers. Is Sha'Carri still the queen of sprinting, or has her own shadow finally caught her? Sha'Carri Richardson is one of the biggest names in track and field. She is bold, fast, and never afraid to speak her mind. Fans know her for her colorful hair, her tattoos, and above all, her blazing speed. At the 2023 World Championships in Budapest, she stunned the world with a gold medal and a time of 10.65 seconds in the 100 meters, making her one of the fastest women in history. But 2025 has not been kind to her. A small injury in February delayed her season and ruined her rhythm. Her comeback races in May and June were shaky. The season that was supposed to be another crown year for Sha'Carri was quickly turning into a nightmare. The story of Sha'Carri's 2025 season begins in February. During winter training, she suffered an injury. She never said exactly what it was, but it kept her off the track for weeks. By the time May came around, she still wasn't ready. Her first big race was in Tokyo at the Golden Grand Prix on May 18. Fans expected fireworks. Instead, they saw Sha'Carri finish 4th in 11.47 seconds, almost a full second slower than her best. Right away, rumors spread. Was she hiding an injury? Was her form gone? By July, she admitted the truth. At a press conference before the Prefontaine Classic, she said, "The injury completely set me back from the season, delaying my start." She promised she was ready for a well-executed race. But when the gun fired in Eugene, she faded. 9th place. Her season looked lost. And things didn't get easier. Off the track, Sha'Carri made headlines after an airport incident with her partner that led to her being arrested. For weeks, her personal life became bigger news than her races. By August, the questions were everywhere.
Listen. Chris, I assaulted you? Okay. I'm so sorry. I'm just making
it's
sure.
It's not him that reported it.
Okay.
One of the TSA folks reported it.
Oh, one of the TSA people, because I can definitely have evidence of him assaulting me if possible.
Was Sha'Carri finished? Could she still compete with the best? Or had the fire that made her a world champion started to burn out? On the 22nd of August, at the Allianz Memorial Van Damme in Brussels, Sha'Carri got her chance to answer. The 100-meter field was stacked. In lane 5 was Melissa Jefferson Wooden, her training partner, who had been dominating the season with a world lead. In lane 4, Jamaican legend Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. And in lane 6, Sha'Carri Richardson. The crowd buzzed as the women settled into their blocks. The starter's gun fired, and Jefferson jumped ahead quickly. Sha'Carri's start was steady but not explosive. For the first 40 meters, she trailed. But then, her stride opened up. She fought her way forward, lifting her knees higher, driving her arms harder. For Sha'Carri, that second place felt like gold. She smiled wide, shook Jefferson's hand, and even pointed to the sky in relief. She had been beaten, but she was back. Still, the result left questions. Was this a sign she had regained her form, or was it proof that the younger generation, Jefferson, Alfred, and others, had passed her by? Her time, 11.08, wasn't close to her personal best, but it showed consistency. Earlier in August, she ran 11.05 inches, Silesia. Now, with another low 11 time, she was proving she could hold her level. This was important because the World Championships in Tokyo were only weeks away. As the reigning world champion in the 100 meters, Sha'Carri already had a spot in the final, but she needed momentum. She needed belief. Brussels gave her that. It also showed her fans something else, her resilience. After the airport arrest, after the injuries, after the questions, Sha'Carri smiled, hugged her rivals, and stood proud on the track. It wasn't the kind of fire she showed in Budapest in 2023, but it was a quieter strength. Still, the fact remained, Sha'Carri wasn't the fastest on the track that night. Melissa Jefferson Wooden, her own training partner, had outrun her. For Sha'Carri, that might have been the hardest part. Track and field is not just about times, it's about rivalries, and Sha'Carri has plenty. Melissa Jefferson Wooden has become her biggest challenger. They train together, push each other, and now Jefferson is starting to beat her. With a personal best of 10.73 earlier this season, Jefferson is America's new rising star. Then there's Julian Alfred, the pride of St. Lucia and the reigning Olympic 100-meter champion. Alfred has beaten Sha'Carri before and will meet her again in Tokyo. She's consistent, powerful, and hungry for more medals. And of course, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. At nearly 40, she's still making finals, still challenging the younger sprinters. Her presence reminds everyone that experience can outlast youth. These rivalries mean Sha'Carri can't relax. Every race is a battle, not just against the clock, but against women who know how to win. Brussels showed that the balance of power may be shifting. Jefferson and Alfred are surging. Sha'Carri is fighting to hold her ground. Fans are now asking, is she still the hunter, or has she become the hunted? After Brussels, Sha'Carri didn't hide. She walked through the mixed zone with her head high, speaking to reporters with honesty. She said the race was a relief, that it gave her confidence, that she wasn't focused on times, but on being healthy and strong again. She also reminded fans that she is still learning. Injuries test every athlete. Off-track issues add pressure, but she insisted she was ready to keep fighting. One moment stood out. After shaking Jefferson's hand, Sha'Carri pointed skyward, flashed 2 fingers, and sighed deeply. It looked like she was releasing months of stress. That image may be remembered as the turning point of her season, but words and gestures only go so far. Results matter most. And while second place was good, Sha'Carri knows the World Championships demand more. The road ahead for Sha'Carri is clear but difficult. The World Championships in Tokyo are coming. She will face Alfred, Jefferson, Terry, and the best sprinters in the world. To defend her crown, she must rediscover her 2023 magic. She doesn't need a world record. She doesn't even need her personal best. What she needs is her sharp start, her fearless finish, and her confidence. The good news is that the 2025 season is long. With the championships late in September, Sha'Carri still has time to sharpen. Every training session, every race, every block start will matter. The bad news? Sprinting waits for no one. Rivals are hungry, Jefferson has momentum, Alfred is steady. And younger talents are rising every month. Sha'Carri says she's ready. Fans hope she island, but the truth is, no one knows what version of Sha'Carri will step on the track in Tokyo. Sha'Carri Richardson's 2025 season has been a roller coaster. From injury setbacks, to a disappointing start, to an arrest that stole headlines, she has faced challenges that might have ended another athlete's year. But in Brussels, she reminded the world of her resilience. A second-place finish may not sound historic, but it carried weight. It proved she can still fight. It proved she can still belong. Yet the bigger question remains, is she still the fastest woman on Earth? Or has her own shadow, the weight of her past, her rivals, and her own expectations started to outrun her? The World Championships in Tokyo will give the answer. Until then, the story of Sha'Carri Richardson remains one of sport's most compelling dramas, a star once untouchable, now vulnerable. A champion once unstoppable, now chasing. Fans around the world will watch, wondering, can Sha'Carri rise again, or has the crown already slipped away?
Shoot, it was a competitive race to say the least, but I mean, those are the best ones. And putting a win underneath my belt with great competition, that's really the confidence that you want to have going into a championships.
Noah Lyles shocked the track world again. At the Diamond League final, the American sprinter did something even Usain Bolt never did. Now people are asking, who is the king of sprinting today? Is Lyles making his own history, or still chasing Bolt's legend? On the 28th of August 2025, in Zurich, Switzerland, Lyles ran one of the best races of his life. He was in the men's 200 meters against Olympic champion Lyles Tebogo of Botswana. Tebogo came off the turn in front, but in the last few steps, Lyles sped up, leaned at the finish, and won in 19.74 seconds, just 0.02 seconds faster than Tebogo. This win was special. It gave Lyles his 6th straight Diamond League final title. No sprinter has done that. Lyles smiled and said, 6 in a row, the most in track. It feels pretty nice to have that. This was not just another race. It showed that Noah Lyles is building his own legacy. His story is not only about being fast, but about winning again and again without stopping. The Diamond League final is the biggest stage in track outside the Olympics and World Championships. This year's men's 200 meters was set up as a big rematch, Noah Lyles versus Lyles Tebogo. When the starter's gun went off, Tebogo jumped ahead. For a moment, it looked like he would win again, just like he did at the Paris Olympics, but Lyles stayed calm. He kept his form strong and waited for the final straight. With only 20 meters left, he caught up. At the finish line, both men leaned forward. The board showed the result, 19.74 for Lyles, 19.76 for Tebogo. For Lyles, the time gap didn't matter. What mattered was the record, 6 Diamond League finals in a row. That kind of control is rare in sprinting. Even Usain Bolt, the biggest name in track, never managed a streak like this. Zurich ended with Lyles lifting the diamond-shaped trophy high. He knew he had done something even the sport's greatest star never did. Bolt is still the fastest man ever. His 9.58 inches, the 119.19 inches, the 200 are untouched. He changed sprinting and made races into worldwide shows. But Bolt never focused on the Diamond League. He often skipped finals or saved himself for the Olympics and Worlds. That's why his amazing career never included a streak like Lyles's. Lyles, on the other hand, has owned it. Since 2017, he has lined up and delivered year after year. It doesn't make Lyles faster than Bolt, but it does give him a place in history that Bolt never claimed. Sprinting greatness isn't only about world records. It's also about showing up, staying consistent, and proving you can win under any conditions. That's why Zurich mattered. It gave Lyles a unique record of his own. For Noah Lyles, Zurich wasn't just about Bolt, it was also about Lyles Tebogo. At only 22, Tebogo is already Olympic champion. His smooth stride and fearless racing have made him the star of a new generation. Beating Lyles in Paris gave him instant credibility. Zurich was Lyles' answer. After the race, Tebogo admitted he saw a change. He has become humble since Paris, he said. You have to let the legs do the talking. Respectful words, but also a warning. Tebogo knows he can beat Lyles again, and the World Championships in Tokyo are only weeks away. Fans now see this rivalry as sprinting's heartbeat. Zurich may have gone to Lyles, but Tebogo is young, hungry, and waiting for the next chance. Comparisons with Bolt are inevitable, but Noah Lyles' legacy is different.